Alright, listen up. Don't even blink. What you're about to see isn't just your regular manhwa breakdown. Nah, this one's built different. Imagine being on top of the world, CEO of a billion-dollar empire, and bam, you die, only to wake up in a baby's body, in a broke family. Sounds insane? It is. Just give me 5 minutes, and I promise you'll be begging for part 2 in the comments. Smash that like button so this story hits everyone's feed. Now let's jump in.
So the manhwa kicks off with this giant corporate tower, and the news is blasting breaking news. After a grueling 13-hour board meeting to pick the next chairman of the mega conglomerate Samgem Group, it's finally decided. And the winner is Jeon Seongguk, the new CEO. Unlike the previous spoiled third-gen heirs who got booted for scandals and bad management, this guy, he's different. At least, that's what everyone thinks. Yup, that's him, Jeon Seongguk, now officially the king of Samgem Group. When he hears the announcement, he just smirks and starts laughing like a maniac. Yeah, that's right, keep praising me, say it louder. I'm the king of Samgem Group, Jeon Seongguk. And he starts bragging out loud to himself. I worked my butt off for this. Studying abroad, working out non-stop, babysitting my dumb siblings, covering up for my idiot uncle's scandals, managing my arranged marriage partner, everything was perfect. I even built the perfect public image. Of course I became the CEO, it was destiny. He clenches his fist like some anime villain. Alright, this is a new beginning. First thing I'm doing as CEO, I'm firing that old witch's apprentice. But before he can even lift his champagne glass to celebrate, bam, his phone slips from his hand. He suddenly can't breathe. A sharp pain in his chest, heart attack. And then he remembers. His grandfather, the founder of Samgem Group, died the exact same way. No, this can't happen to me. I'm not some weak old man. I'm Jeon Seongguk, damn it. I'm not dying from a basic heart attack. But the universe says, yeah, about that. And just like that, lights out. But his story doesn't end. Instead of staying dead, he opens his eyes again. That's a baby. Yep, he went from corporate king to literal diaper duty. He wakes up screaming like crazy. His new parents rush over, trying to calm him down. Cut to a little later, he's quiet now. His new mom is cooing, "Aw, our little Sangguk is so cute." Mom's name, Kim Soyoung, she's only 21. Dad, Jang Jae-seong, 23. Basically, a young broke couple still figuring life out. Dad nods proudly, yeah, he's even cuter than celebrity babies. Mom giggles, our Sangguk is so lucky he was born handsome. Meanwhile, baby Sangguk is losing his mind internally. Lucky? You call this lucky? I used to have the perfect body, 6 feet tall, 165 pounds, benching like a beast. And now? He angrily spits out his pacifier and thinks, what the hell is happening to me? My perfect 6-foot-tall body, my ripped muscles, my power all gone. And now I'm this tiny potato barely bigger than a watermelon. His life flashes before his eyes. He was born into a powerful family, had a god-tier body, a spotless resume. He was the king of Samgem Group. And now just some broke baby with chubby cheeks. His new parents, sweet but poor, both grew up in an orphanage. They have literally nothing. Meanwhile, in his head he's screaming, I was just celebrating my promotion with my favorite wine. A single bottle costs 4 million won. And now? Mom interrupts his mental rant, time for your milk. Sangguk looks at the bottle in horror. Seriously, now I'm stuck drinking this cheap formula instead of vintage wine. But guess what? Baby bodies don't resist milk. He ends up crying and chugging it anyway. And while he's drinking, Dad starts kissing his chubby cheeks. Ugh, dude, guys shouldn't be this affectionate. This is way too much. And honestly, dying on the best day of your life and coming back as a baby, it's just soul-crushing. But the hardest part, adjusting to these super clingy, overly lovey-dovey parents. They're so cheesy it hurts. But deep down, something tugs at him. Because in his old life, his real parents never cared. They always said, handle things yourself, take care of your younger siblings, don't bother us. So yeah, he never really had parents. Back to the present, he shakes it off. Alright, now's not the time to get sentimental, focus. Dad asks softly, feeling sleepy after eating. Sangguk thinks, what? No, I can't sleep yet, I need to figure out what's going on. But baby bodies don't care, his eyelids get heavy. Dad smiles, yup, he's falling asleep. And Sangguk sighs internally, fine, I'll sleep for now. I'll deal with this nightmare tomorrow. And just like that, he's out. Dad whispers, good, while he's sleeping, honey, you should rest too. Mom shakes her head, no, let's do it together, you still have work later. Dad smiles, then just relax, watch some TV. They turn on the TV, static crackles, and the news anchor appears. Breaking news, Chairman Jeon Josh of Samgem Group is under investigation for bribery. He's about to make a public statement. Baby Sanguk's half-asleep eyes flicker open. Wait, what? That's my company. And that's where the chaos really begins. He jolts upright like a possessed potato. Mom gasps, honey, did you see that? Our little Sanguk just sat up all by himself. Meanwhile, in his head, he's panicking. No, 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 this can't be. That's my grandfather, but he's dead. He died years ago. And that's when it hits him. He's not just reborn. He's reborn in the past. The TV keeps rolling, and baby Sanguk scoots closer, staring at the screen like his life depends on it. There on live TV is his grandpa, Jeon Josh, in his prime. I know this moment. His mind races. When I was 10 years old, grandfather was caught bribing officials. That was the scandal that ruined everything. After that, all their enemies pounced. Their rivals mocked them, calling Samjem a rotten, corrupt corporation. What nonsense, money is power. Connections are superpower. Only poor couples dream about saving their way to success. That's not how the real world works. Meanwhile, his clueless young parents are giddy. Mom squeals, look, he's moving on his own. Dad nods, proud as ever. But Sanguk ignores them, lost in his own memory. I remember this day so clearly. Grandpa even staged his arrest for sympathy. Before the prosecution came, he asked me to approach his wheelchair. It was all a performance, but for me, it was the start of my rise. That was the day I showed the world I was the true successor of Jeon Seongbuk. But now, on TV, that same wheelchair is being pushed by someone else. And who is it? His idiot younger brother, Jeon Taeguk. Sanguk snarls internally. That useless, greedy brat, he went abroad to study, but all he learned was how to become a drugged-up loser. He spent his entire life trying to snatch what was mine. He feels his tiny fists clench. This is the real nightmare, not being a baby, not being in the past. It's that my destiny, my position, my everything is slipping away. And for the first time since his rebirth, he starts to cry. Cut to night. Mom brings him a little cup of apple juice, smiling warmly. But he slaps it away with his baby hand. She blinks, shocked. Meanwhile, he's just glaring at the TV, desperate for more info. Then Dad walks in from work, grinning. Honey, I'm back. My boss gave me all the leftover meat today. Yeah, he's just a humble chef at a nearby restaurant. Dad beams, I'm gonna cook something really delicious tonight. But Mom stops him. Wait, look at Sanguk, he's been glued to the news all day. If we change the channel, he actually cries. Dad chuckles, walks over, and crouches beside the crib. All right, my cutie, how about you stop watching boring news and play with Daddy instead? He offers a finger, smiling. But baby Sanguk grabs his finger tight and thinks. Turn the TV back, owns. Dad freezes, He looks so sad, like his own kid just rejected him for CNBC. Meanwhile, inside Sanguk's mind. I don't have time for useless stuff. I need every bit of intel about my grandfather, Samjem Group, and how the hell to get my real body back. But before he can focus again, click. Mom turns the TV off. That's enough, you haven't eaten anything today, you need to rest. He immediately starts wailing. And inside his mind, he's screaming. Let me go, you have no idea how hard I worked to secure my spot as Samjem's successor. Am I just gonna hand it all over to Jeon Taeguk? No, I need to go back. I need my place back. But Mom just rocks him gently. SHHH, be a good boy, Sanguk. You can watch more TV tomorrow. Right now, time to sleep. And that's when it hits him. Maybe being a baby is messing with his brain. His emotions are scattered, his thoughts blurrier each day. And every time this woman pats his back, his eyes just close. Before he knows it, he's asleep. Dad walks over softly. Finally, he's out. Was he like this all day? Mom nods. Yeah, I'm really worried. He's almost a year old now, but he's never called us mom or dad. He just stares at the news all day. I don't know anything about parenting. What if I'm doing it wrong? Dad kisses her forehead gently. Sweetheart, even if we're clueless, our love for him is real, right? He'll grow up fine. Trust him. Trust our son. She exhales, nodding slightly. A few days later, Sanguk looks exhausted. His hair's a mess, his baby face is just pure misery. I'm done, I've been pretending to sleep, secretly watching the news for days, but nothing useful came up. The world's just moving along like nothing happened. And me, I'm still stuck in this baby body. What kind of life is this? Mom walks in smiling. What's wrong? No TV today, aren't you watching the news? Sanguk sighs, forget it, I give up. Mom brightens up. Then how about we go for a nice walk with mommy? Let's go to the market and buy some groceries. The weather's beautiful today. But before they leave, the landlord, this young, stylish woman, walks by. Mom greets her. Oh, Miss Landlord, are you heading out for work? Landlord smiles. Yeah, had some errands this morning. Wow, you're leaving pretty late today. Mom laughs nervously and says goodbye. Meanwhile, baby Sanguk squints. The building's owner is so young, interesting. But before he can overthink, they're already at the markets. Mom points at some veggies. We're here, Sanguk. This market has bean sprouts 101 cheaper than usual. I'm making a delicious bean sprout soup tonight. And Sanguk's inner voice. Wow, she really talks a lot, not that it matters. I can't even eat solid food, formula milk it is forever. But then, from the nearby construction site, a heavy metal beam starts falling. Straight toward them. Mom and Sanguk notice it, but it's already too late. So this heavy metal beam comes crashing down, and at the very last second, bam, Seong's mom throws herself over him like a human shield. She's whispering, Seongkook, mommy's here, I'll protect you, and guess what? The kid is completely fine, not even a scratch. But she totally wrecked. And baby Seong is freaking out. Mom, no, you can't die, Mom. They rush her to the hospital, nurses are screaming, doctors yelling, prep for surgery now. They're like, does she have any other health issues? And then her eyes open just like that. Dad's like, honey, you're awake, how are you feeling? And she's all confused like, where am I? Seongkook, where's Seongkook? Dad sighs in relief. He's right here, he's safe, thanks to you, but he's been so scared since you got hurt. And then Mom, even in pain, turns her head and softly says, Seong, you must have been terrified. But look, mommy's fine, see, I'm okay. I'm just so glad my little Seong is safe. And Seong, oh man, Seong starts tearing up. Internally he's screaming, that was horrible, absolutely horrible. Do you even know how precious your life is? What would we have done if something really happened to you? But then she notices the fancy private room she's in. Wait, honey, why does this look like a private suite? You didn't book some expensive hospital room, did you? My condition isn't that serious. Dad scratching his head embarrassed like, well, they said you needed complete rest, so. And then plot twist, the camera pans to a little sign on her bed. Strict bed rest for expectant mothers. Yeah, she's pregnant. Seong's jaw just drops. Wait, what? I'm getting a baby brother or sister, are you serious right now? They all share this happy, mushy family moment. But then a nurse peeks in, excuse me, visiting hours are almost over. Dad's like, yeah, I'm leaving. He looks at Mom, so young, you got this, right? Rest well, I'll come back tomorrow. Mom smiles softly, take care of yourself and of Seong too. So Dad picks up Seong and heads home. On the way he's trying to be all cheerful. All right, Seong, time to head back. We could take the bus, but honestly, it's not that far, we can just walk. And then the camera zooms down to his shoes, worn out, falling apart. Seong internally is like, wow, we're so broke we can't even afford bus fare. My family is this poor. But then he looks up at his dad, this man who works non-stop, killing himself just to provide. And he thinks about his mom, who literally risked her life to save him. And suddenly he says it for the first time. Oh, Dad. And Dad freezes, turns around, his face lights up like a Christmas tree. Wait, you just called me Dad? Oh man, he's holding back tears. And Seong realizes, these people, they're my family now, my parents. Fast forward a week. Mom's discharged, everyone's celebrating. They're snapping pictures of Seong like he's some celebrity baby. Mom's giggling, our little Seong looks so cute, right? Annie, doesn't he look more handsome than most celebrity kids? Aunt Annie's like, you're right, he's cuter than 90% of those spoiled rich brats. How does he look this perfect? And Seong, of course, is rolling his eyes internally. Really? You're celebrating? You just struggled to pay hospital bills. You literally saved bus fare like it was gold. When every penny counts, shouldn't you, I don't know, skip the unnecessary stuff like birthdays? Then he stops himself. The old me would have lectured them, but now I get it. This is love, the kind of love money can't buy, the kind where you'd risk your life for someone else. And for once, he lets himself enjoy the moment. But deep down, he's thinking, when Mom was in the hospital, I made a decision. I can't let them stay stuck in poverty. They have zero knowledge about investing, about financial planning. They're not even in a position to save. And soon, a massive economic crisis is coming. If the future I remember is real, I have to act. Ding dong. The doorbell rings. It's their landlord, Myung. She smiles. I heard you were discharged, so I came to check on you. Oh, and by the way, have you ever considered making your baby a child actor? So next scene, bam, Seong's helper. Yeah, the landlord lady drags him to this kid actor audition. She's like, so this is where the audition's happening. And Seong, he just casually scans the place like a tiny CEO doing an inspection. Not bad, looks like they spent a little money on this. And the landlord lady nervously whispers, so what should I even do? I didn't just come here for nothing, right? And Seong, oh, this little devil just smirks. You have no idea, this is my golden opportunity. Flashback time. So in the past, the landlord's telling his mom, oh, the company I work for, they're doing this big TV commercial for a famous business group. And guess what? They need a child actor. Your son is cute, he looks talented, you should totally bring him. Back to present, and Seong is now giving the ultimate evil villain smile. You know the one. Eyebrows tilted, little nose scrunched, lips curling like a mini Lex Luthor. And then it comes. The laugh. Yup, he literally laughs like a Bond villain trapped in a baby's body. You see, people who are destined for greatness, they get greatness. No matter what, this is my moment to make money. Now, quick flashback again. Seong's remembering how in his past life he was basically born in front of cameras. Makeup artists, lighting crews, studio sets, that was his playground. So he's just flexing in his head like, oh please, I know camera angles, expressions, lighting, this is basic. People used to say I looked like I was born to be an actor, so yeah, I'm about to crush this audition. I'll take all the prize money, thank you very much. And again, villain laugh round 2, louder, cheesier. Kelly. And just when he's plotting how he'll invest his earnings like a baby stockbroker. Boom! A rich, snobby lady barges in, yelling at the landlord, what are you even doing just standing here? Are you gonna go in or not? Landlord lady freezes like, maybe you can go first. So they're in the elevator now, heading up, and this snobby rich mom is carrying her designer baby. Seong's mom tries to be nice, oh what a cute baby. But the kid's nanny goes full bodyguard mode, this is our young master. Then the snobby mom cuts her off, stop talking to them, got it, you're here for the audition too, right, trying to increase the competition, well go ahead try but my kid, he's the one who'll get selected. Oh ho ho ho, that's it, Seong's inner rage meter just went ding. He glares at her, what did you just say? And his inner monologue is straight savage. Look at her, head-to-toe luxury brands, acting like royalty, even her nanny's just a walking accessory. Yep, textbook rich housewife vibes, but wait, just wait, I'm gonna destroy you at this audition. Fast forward there at the actual audition room. So many kids all waiting nervously. Landlord lady whispers, wow this looks hard. But Seong, totally calm. Nah, it's just a camera test. They want to see how we look on screen, throw in a tiny bit of acting and you're good. The real problem, these hot studio lights. Normal kids can't handle them for long. Right then, the director calls in the rich mom's kid first. Assistant director gasps, oh, aren't you the wife of Duke Pang Paper? Seong overhears this and scoffs internally. Duke Pang Paper, that company's barely mid-tier, so this is the so-called rich family, please, peasants. Yeah, he's that confident. The assistant tells the kid to smile for the camera, and what does the young master do? He freezes, then starts bawling like a banshee. Assistant director, ma'am, if he keeps crying like this, we can't continue. Snobby mom's like, what are you even talking about? He'll stop any second, just wait. Assistant director, ma'am, there are other kids waiting. Snobby mom flips out, what's the rush, can't you wait? But the main director's done, next child Seong. Boom! They literally escort the crying brat out. Landlord lady stands up, we're here. She plops Seong on stage. And of course, snobby mom tries one last move. She shoves her way to the front like, step aside. I want to watch this kid fail. And Seong just smirks. Oh no, honey, you better watch carefully because I'm about to show you how it's done. He steps into the light. Starts acting. And it's like magic. The director instantly sits up. Wait, my camera, quick, get my camera. They start snapping pics from every angle, front, side, close-up. The rich lady's yelling, he's a genius, an actual genius. Scene starts right after Seong absolutely crushes the audition. So the director's practically jumping with joy like he just found the baby DiCaprio. He's like, we need this kid immediately, genius, someone get the contract. Meanwhile, Seong's caretaker is standing there like, are we sure? I mean, he just sat there looking cute. But nope, director McExcited is all. No, 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 this kid isn't just cute, he listens, he actually understands me, like he's been doing this for years. Yeah, buddy, he's been doing it for several lifetimes, but you wouldn't know that. So while everyone's hyping Seong up like the next baby superstar, guess who's still salty? Yup, rich Madame Gucci herself. She barges in screaming. What is going on here? The final audition hasn't even happened. You can't just decide the winner now. My precious Jahi is supposed to win. Yeah, she literally can't handle losing. It's like someone told her Starbucks ran out of almond milk. So the final list comes out. It's Seong versus Jahi, the crybaby prince. And you know Madame Gucci is fuming. She's over there muttering. How dare they put MY-sun in the same list as this random kid? Meanwhile, Seong's caretaker is low-key nervous like, wow, he made it to the finals, but there are so many cute kids here. Can he really win? And Seong's just chillin', like a boss baby plotting world domination. Now while they're waiting, Seong's caretaker runs to the bathroom. Big mistake. Because the nanny of Jahi starts being nice for 2 seconds like, you know, your kid actually looks happy. That's kinda sweet. And instantly Madame Gucci snaps. Excuse me, did you just compare MY-sun to this peasant child? Do you want to get fired? She even goes, if you like him so much, why don't you adopt him? Seong hears that and you can just see the rage in his tiny little eyes. He's thinking, lady, if I wasn't in a baby body, I'd slap you so hard you'd drop your Louis Vuitton bag. But he just smirks, the quiet I'm gonna destroy you smirk. Then it gets even juicier. The assistant director strolls in and Madame Gucci immediately starts whispering shady stuff. Hey, why are we even bothering? Jahi was already chosen to win. This whole audition is just for show, right? And the AD, trying to keep her voice low, is like, why yeah, madam, please don't shout. If the director finds out we rigged this, we're screwed. Rigged? Yup, Seong hears everything. So now our tiny boss baby is putting the pieces together. So this was all fake. They plan to use the other kids as props just to make Jahi look better. Typical rich people nonsense. Pathetic. But Madame Gucci isn't done, she brags. Of course I hired a private acting coach for Jahi, he's been training for weeks. That other kid doesn't stand a chance. Big mistake, lady. Because Seong, he doesn't need weeks. He's got a lifetime of camera experience in his brain. Fast forward, final audition time. The director announces, okay kiddos, whoever delivers the lines naturally will be our winner. Seong glances at his caretaker and gives the don't worry I got this look. Action. Jahi, he immediately waddles toward his mom like mama. Madame Gucci freaks out. No sweetie, camera, face the camera. Seong, he's over there plotting his every move like a pro. Okay, angle myself here, find the light, make eye contact with the lens. And he nails his lines, smooth, cute, perfect timing. The director, he's shocked. Just as I thought this kid is a genius, my eyes weren't lying. But of course Madame Gucci won't give up, she screeches. Wait, give Jahi another try. So they do. Director's like, alright Jahi, can you say daddy? Jahi starts bawling like a broken fire hydrant. And now Madame Gucci is dying of second-hand embarrassment, whispering, what, I trained you for this, Jahi? The director just squints, wait, you trained him. And the assistant director, panicking, cuts in like, okay thanks everyone, audition's over, bye. Seong walks off smiling like the diabolical little genius he is, thinking, doesn't matter what tricks you play, lady, I already won. But plot twist, a little later the results come in, and guess who they announce as the winner? Jahi. Yup, the crybaby rich kid. Because of course it's rigged. Cue Seong's evil little baby laugh. You think this is over, watch me. Seong's mom looks straight at the assistant director. This can't be right. My Seong performed way better than that kid. But the assistant director just shrugs. Oh please, just because he was cute for like 5 seconds doesn't mean he's actor material. And bam, the rich lady storms back in like a tornado in designer heels. How dare you try to win with just a little charm? Do you not know your place? She scoffs, looking Seong up and down like he's a knockoff handbag. For a low-class child like yours, even second place is a gift. I'm sure you tried so hard though. Cute, really. She smirks and struts off, leaving pure toxic fumes behind. Seong's mom clenches her fists. How could she say that right in front of him? But Seong, cool as ice. He just smiles like a mini mob boss and says, relax mom, everything's going exactly how I expected. Cut to the director running toward them, out of breath. Excuse me, Seyoung's mom, can we talk? Flashback time. When Seyoung overheard the whole Jahee's winning no matter what corruption plot earlier, he didn't even flinch. Oh, it's rigged? Cool, plan B activated. See, in his previous life, Seyoung saw so much of this shady stuff that he knew the golden rule: you don't fight people who already bought the top floor. If you're gonna lose, you lose smart. And a true businessman, he doesn't chase small wins, he chases connections. So back to the present, the director looks guilty. You must be surprised, those scumbags clearly fixed the audition. I'm so sorry, Seyoung, I never wanted you to see this ugly side. Seyoung, he's grinning, yeah, but what's next? Director leans closer. Actually, can you bring him next week for a commercial shoot? Boom, Seyoung's tiny brain wheels start spinning. Exactly what I wanted. Not just some one-time model gig, this is my ticket. Impress the director, build connections, right arrow, land child actor roles, right arrow, become a star, stack that cash. Step 1 to financial stability, baby. He's literally seeing dollar signs in his eyes. So Seyoung's mom asks, but why do you even need him for the shoot? Director explains, we always keep 1 or 2 backup kids for baby commercials. You know, in case the winner catches a cold or starts crying. And honestly, Jahee, we're a little worried about him. Well, yeah, the kid cries if you look at him wrong. The director clasps his hands. Please, just this once, help us out. Mom hesitates, but will Seyoung really be okay? Seyoung, already seeing his future empire, blurts, of course I'll do it, just say yes. This kid is shamelessly greedy. The director laughs, it's like he understands everything I'm saying. If all kids were like Seyoung, my job would be a dream. Anyway, can I get your contact for future projects? Mom gives the home number and boom, a week later, commercial shoot day. They arrive at this super fancy forest location. Mom's like, wow, I can't believe there's a place like this. Suddenly, the assistant director appears and Seyoung's smile drops. Oh great, the same corrupt lady from before. She notices him glaring. Why is this kid staring at me like that? Anyway, she says, let me take you to the waiting room. You're here as a backup, right? Director mentioned it. On the way, Seyoung spots a shiny washing machine. Oh yeah, the legendary Samjian turbo washer. In his head, he's like, oh man, this model changed the game with its revolutionary drum system. Stock prices went crazy after this, Grandpa was so happy back then. So wait, this commercial is for that product? Jackpot. But enter toxic rich lady again. She sees Seyoung and Mom and literally flips. Why are they here? Didn't they already fail? This time, Mom doesn't back down. Director invited us as backups, and watch your mouth in front of children. The lady snickers. Backups? Why would Jahee need a backup? This commercial isn't even that hard, he's in perfect condition. Yeah, sure he is. The kid looks like he's one scream away from a meltdown. She waves her hand dismissively. Anyway, you people are useless, go sit in the corner and stay out of the way. Enter a tall, elegant girl. She's the lead actress, Seonmi. She looks at the kids. Oh, are these the little ones I'll be filming with today? Assistant nods. Yep, that's Seyoung, the backup model, and this is Jahee, the audition winner. Seonmi kneels to greet Jahee, but he just stares blankly, then bursts into tears. She frowns. Wow, guess he's not into me. She turns to Seyoung instead. Seyoung, king of networking, flashes his cutest smile and basically charms the life out of her. Seonmi laughs. I've never seen such a friendly baby. Can I shoot with him instead? Oh, rich lady S about to pop a vein. She storms over, grabs Seonmi's wrist hard and hisses, what nonsense are you talking about? Don't say stupid things. But Seonmi yanks her hand back, pissed. Excuse me, who even are you, and do you realize how rude you're being? Before the lady can explode, a man's voice cuts in, calm but sharp. I heard someone raising their voice. What exactly is going on here? Everyone freezes. Seonmi gasps, Vice Chairman, what are you doing here? The man steps into the light, powerful aura, expensive suit, straight out of a drama slow-mo entrance. I wouldn't miss the shoot for my new product. And Seyoung, he's shocked. Because this guy, the vice chairman of Samjian Group, is none other than his father. What kind of man is this anyway? Well, Seyoung explains, he's not exactly like his father, Jeon Joshin. But still, he's a good vice chairman. Back in a crisis, he saved the company, restructured it, made bold investments into new fields. That's why people respected him. He was seen as a smart business leader, a successful vice chairman of Samjian. But as a human being, as a husband, as a father. Yeah, he sucked him. Seyoung sighs, seeing him again, brings back some real old memories. Cue flashback. When Seyoung was 10 years old, his father had way too many affairs. One day he even introduced Seyoung to a woman. She leaned down, smiled sweetly, and said, "So you're Seyoung Hyuk, oh you're so cute, take care of me from now on, okay?" Seyoung narrates, "Yeah, just like that, one of my dad's 9 mistresses was someone I instantly erased from my brain. And guess what? That woman was none other than Seyeon Mi." Fast forward to present. Seyeon Mi says, "I'm shooting with a few kids today, and I really like this one." Then Seyoung's past life father walks right up to him. "Oh hey there," he says casually. But before anything else, one of his assistants rushes in. "Excuse me, sir, it's time for you to go." Vice Chairman nods. "Oh right, it's already so late, sorry, I have to leave now." Before going, he turns to the staff. "Please take good care of the filming today, okay?" The pushy rich woman freezes. "Yes, I'll do my absolute best," she stammers. Because yeah, she's standing in front of the vice chairman of Samjian Group, and in front of him, she's a total nobody. Seyoung narrates, "He always looked like some kind of playboy who only cared about women. But when it came to critical moments, he had this charisma, the kind only a real corporate leader could have. That was my father." The vice chairman pats Seyoung's head gently. "Take care during the shoot." And then he leaves. Inside, Seyoung thinks, "Father, this time my life will be completely different. I've found something I can finally call a family. I'll protect them. And one day, I'll build a company even bigger than Samjian. That day will come when we meet again." Back to the set. The assistant director claps. "All right, everyone, we're about to start shooting. The director will be here any moment. Get ready." We see Seyoung smiling. "The past stays in the past. Right now, I'm focused on what really matters." "Oh, but this kid, he's clearly planning something for little crybaby Jahai." So Seyoung explains the commercial. "The ad is simple," he says. "It's a beautiful forest villa. A mom is doing laundry with her baby. She washes dad's sweaty, dirty white shirt, spins it in the Samjian washer, and boom, dad's shirt comes out sparkling white. The baby smiles, rubs his cheek against the shirt, and calls for dad. The ad ends with a refreshing shot of the glowing washer." In Seyoung's past life, this ad was a huge hit. It even won the Dongyi Advertising Award. The kid who starred in it became instantly famous. So yeah, this ad should be mine. Then chaos on set. The lead actress groans. "What is going on? Every time I go near this kid, he hits me." Seyoung's mom gasps. "Why is he suddenly acting like this?" Seyoung smirks. "Exactly according to my genius plan." Flashback to earlier. Seyoung secretly whispered a pro tip to Jahai, the whiny little kid who was miserable because of his mom. "Listen, if you cry and hit the actress with all your strength, you'll get to go home faster." Genius, absolute evil baby genius. I don't know why, Seyoung narrates. Maybe because we're both kids, but somehow we understood each other. Back to now. The director throws his hands up. "This isn't working, we're switching to the backup model." The rich woman explodes. "What do you mean my baby was the winner?" Director snaps. "Look, the shoot's been stuck for over an hour, the kid won't listen. And every time lead director goes near him, he hits her. What else can we do?" He adds angrily, "We have to finish shooting today, you understand." The rich woman snarls. "Shut your mouth, do you even know who we are? The chairman of Dukpang adores his grandchild." She pulls out her phone. Seyoung snickers. "Whoa, a 90s brick phone, nice." She yells, "I'll call him right now and have all of you replaced." But just then, slap, everyone freezes. Seyeon Mi just slapped the rich woman. She glares. "What the hell is this nonsense? I hate when outsiders come to a set and cause drama. So what if you're the wife of a Duke paper executive? I get it, you love acting all high and mighty, huh?" Then she turns to the director. "Director, let's restart the shoot. I want to film with this kid." The director finally says, "All right, everyone get ready." But that rich woman snaps, "Why are you shooting with this low-class kid instead of Jahi? What can he even do?" Seyoung's mom quickly covers his ears so he doesn't hear. Then Seyoung tells us, "The camera lights, yeah, they were one of the few things that followed me until the very end in my past life. And confidently acting in front of the camera, that's one of my strongest skills. I know exactly how to shine in front of it." The assistant director shows Seyeon her lines. She starts speaking sweetly. "Look, daddy's dirty shirt is so clean now, right baby? It feels soft and fluffy." Seyoung flashes the cutest little expression, so adorable that the whole crew just stops. The director whispers, "Leave the main camera on him, focus everything around Seyoung." Everyone is stunned. What is this kid? His eyes are literally locked on the camera, even the lead actress looks shocked. Seriously, how can Seyoung act like this? Then the final line rolls, Seonmi delivers it perfectly, and boom, the washing machine ad wraps up beautifully. Later in the evening, that same annoying woman is still screaming. Just because he acted a little cute, you're actually thinking of making him the commercial model instead of Jaehee. The director smirks, what about Jaehee? He can't even act. Seyoung is exhausted now, barely reacting. Seonmi steps in, why all this drama? What can we do if your kid just couldn't act? Compared to that, Seyoung was honestly the best. I didn't expect we'd finish the whole shoot in just 2 hours. But that woman snarls, you have no idea how much money I spent on this ad. And you, assistant director, yeah, I bet you got a nice little payoff too. The director turns, wait, you got paid extra, we're gonna have a talk later. The woman storms off yelling, I'll deal with all of you. But Seyoung stays quiet, he's just too tired. The director apologizes to Seyoung's mom, I'm sorry, you must be so surprised, right? But she smiles, no thank you, you worked so hard today. The director shakes his head, no, I should thank you, I can't imagine what would have happened if Seyoung wasn't here today. Seyoung hears this and he just smiles. Then the director says there are no more shoots left, you can head home now, the fee will be handled properly by the company with full honesty and respect. Seyoung laughs softly, his mom smiles too, then let's go home sweetheart, you must be so tired. But Seonmi steps closer, would it be alright if I dropped you off in my van? Mom nods. Cut to the van ride, Seyoung's asleep looking peaceful. Seonmi glances back at him, he looks so cute when he's sleeping. Mom smiles, yeah, he's probably exhausted. And thank you really for giving us a ride in such a nice car. But Seonmi shakes her head, no, I should be thanking Seyoung. Mom looks surprised, Seonmi explains, today Seyoung was an amazing lead actor, I should thank him, because of him I can actually leave work early today. He was following the camera lights so naturally, he understood the camera work. He was even acting in sync with my rhythm. She pauses, almost in disbelief. It might have been just a coincidence, but he even matched my best face angle, right? Suddenly Seyoung, half awake, adjusts her hair slightly and mumbles, your right side looks better on screen. Seonmi freezes. He really understands the camera flow. His performance will dominate the screen. In my eyes, Seyoung is already a complete actor. Mom looks at her shocked, are Seyoung really? Then Seonmi lines in, if that's the case, I'd like to make a suggestion. Seyoung wakes up fully blinking, wait what? Seonmi says something, but they don't show us what it is. Both Seyoung and his mom stare at her stunned. And Seyoung slowly smiles, are you serious?
What did she just propose? Looks like something big is coming for Seyoung's future. Want to know what happens next? And don't think too much. Just hit that subscribe button right now and stay tuned for the next episode.